Missouri. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Nittany Lions ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Got a little space. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Irvin. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Finds his man. It's Little.
Frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Blue Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the move. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Power football with the run. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
Yeah, and we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback that are so athletic, just straight playmakers.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Blue Devils are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
The play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Saunders. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. At the 45, on his way. Lots of running room. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Urban. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Dumps it to the back. Right on target this time. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to fire deep. He's got it for a big play. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Got a man. It's Gonzalez. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And the Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The chains now on 2nd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Nittany Lions will try to pick it up on 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This should be the last play of the quarter. Goes to the option. The pitch. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. On the option. He'll keep it himself. He'll toss it. Got enough for the 1st down. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Duke. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This offense does a really nice job mixing and matching when they want to use these option plays just to catch the defense off balance. They did it right there. Great execution, getting the ball into the pitchman's hands, and man, he showed you the speed.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Finally Early corral, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Johnson looking to throw. Floats it out in space. There he goes. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big 3rd down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
Fires to the tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Trying to keep the drive alive. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And on that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisville opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. Got a man. It's Brown. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
Now the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Run it with the fullback. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Unleashes one. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Blue Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to march in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Tries again to get it in. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? They'll try to run it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for room. It's Ball. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. They get him up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
He's going up top. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
The offense changing the play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Duke. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson looking to throw. It's caught downfield to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. And the Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. The DBs will back off a bit. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Gonzalez. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
No good. Boy, they could have used that one to cut into the deficit, but guys, still a 3-score ball game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Blue Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. This offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Gonzalez. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Off-play action on first down. Puts it out of the air.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The give on the inside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Let's go. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll pull it down and run. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays that showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting it.
And the ball slipped out. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. And they are stopped on 4th. That decision will be questioned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen,
it's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now. We got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen warmed up.
Holds it in on the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design play. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll start this drive from the 42. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And wings it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying play action. Using his legs to buy some time. It's complete! And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. sixth play of the drive coming up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Splits the uprights. Good. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Irvin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
31, Penn State, 17.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Touch pass on the run. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. They'll send the back in motion. The inside handoff.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. Shows him the stiff arm. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. The Blue Devils line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Down the boulevard, and that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when you're...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
And the Blue Devils, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And you did the right thing, right? Offensively, everything worked out well. I ran the time, and the quarterback keeps the football, making a big play down the field, and a great job by the defense, securing the tackle and making him cough the football up down the field.
Still looking, on the move. Got it in the middle. It's strong.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. Like, But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Johnson looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's a heat. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Nittany Lions are on the move. He wants to throw it again. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Martin. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here comes the hurry up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now facing a 3rd and long. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Toss sweep right. Find some fresh air. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not a lot of
I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Johnson looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. At the 40, there he goes. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He lobs one high down the left side.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Going for the marker on the ground. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
There he goes. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Ball. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Irvin. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. We'll kick it off to get us underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Got him downfield.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Wants to throw. It's Murphy. Tosses it incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. slithers into space. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turn it over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Rides the back on the option to give. Open space at the 25. He's loose. At the 30. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
So as a QB, when I'm running the option play, my job is to basically block somebody. How do I block somebody? I run at that defensive end, and I make him commit to me, and then I pitch the football. That's how I do my job. I get it to the running back, and now it's his job to go make things happen out on the perimeter away from all the bodies.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
The Aggies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's got his man across the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for it on 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident, you're ready to rock and roll, and they get the 1st down.
They're going to run it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Rushes on him. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
The Beavers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Finds his tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Third down coming up.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking down the middle. It's complete. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Under fire, and to get rid of it quickly. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking for a crease. It's Hankerson.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And here's the third interception of the night. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the catch. It's Hankerson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Unloads to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Flips it out on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Reed. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Pulls it in. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Fighting off the defender. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Tucson for some time.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That's caught. It's Concepcion. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
This quarterback is getting frustrated, and you can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it. And he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the 1st half. But the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the 1st half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man. You want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. to the ground to try to pick up the first. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Surging forward on the sneak. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Got his man. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air, it's Murphy. Safe completion on the screen. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Beavers will have it first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Plows through the defense. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The RPO, it's complete. Touchdown, Oregon State. They take the lead with the 6.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Forced out of the pocket. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
You know, outbreaking routes can make some play callers nervous, but not this guy. When you have a quarterback that throws it on time and puts it out in front of his receiver like that, as a coordinator and play caller, you can call that route all day.
And the Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that's a great start to this second half. That's what you talked about in the locker room at halftime. Don't let them create momentum. Don't let them start to create a comeback. Come back on this first drive, set the tone. The defense doing that right off the bat.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. Off play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They punted away on 4th down. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Keeps it on the draw. There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Murphy. With the catch, it's Williams. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Takes the handoff. It's Hankerson. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Beavers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll pull it on the read. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass, it's Murphy. Got his man quickly. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Wants to go up top on first down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
On the move, it's Hankerson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. It's caught. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Beavers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Motion from the wideout. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Texas A&M, 10.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Reed. That's caught. It's Wilson.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Grab near the marker. It's Wilson. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Fires to the big fella. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw again. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's second and 12. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll knock him down.
I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third in management. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Got it looking for a first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Beavers getting set on first and 10. The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
The Beavers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Right down the middle. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They boot it away.
Shifting play, playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. They'll go to the air. Looking to scramble. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it.
And that's a sneaky big 2-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Gets it to him on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Beavers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a 1st down.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to take off. Turning it on. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
The running threat of the QB it gives you the +1. It's just such a headache. He can always pull it. He can give it. There's so many options, and this defense so far hasn't had a lot of answers in trying to stop this offense.
The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
To the air, it's Murphy. Trying to get behind the defense. Just about had another one picked up. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Reed. The short hands, it's Concepcion. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on first down. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Off to the races to the right. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Oregon State. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Concepcion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Beaver! I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions.
And he's thrown another interception. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought